Hey guys, and welcome to Disgaea. This is Caffeine Gaming, and I'd like to introduce you to our next Let's Play. I have no idea how long this is going to take, but it's not that long of a series, so we're just going to go ahead and jump in here. Most of this is voice acted, though there is actually subtitles, if you could call them that. So I'm probably going to talk over them, and I apologize if you don't like that. That's just how I do my Let's Plays. Real quick here, I'm using English voice simply because it's going to be easiest for this particular Let's Play. I do like the Japanese voices, but it's a whatever situation. I'm going to be using the user interface new, which is, as you can see, it's updated. The old user interface looks like this, and I'm going to be using the new map textures, though you can't really see that right now. There are some, like, I don't know, comments about the game crashing with the new stuff, but I have yet to have anything crash. So let's just jump in here. I'm gonna be silent for a moment.
Disgaea, the mighty ruler of the Netherworld. His long reign came to an abrupt end as the news of his death spread throughout the dark land. Ambitious demons rose one after another to seize the opportunity. And thus began the age of turbulence and anarchy. 2 years later,
Prince! Prince, wake up!
I am using a mouse and keyboard, by the way, for this game. Just heads up.
This brat just won't wake up. Well, if that's the case, there's only one thing left to do.
What fool dares awaken me, the great Laharl?
Oh, Prince! I'm glad you're still alive.
Who said I was dead? I was just taking a nap.
A nap, huh?
Anyways, why are all those weapons behind you?
Well, I was having a hard time waking you up.
Wait, with a morning star and a drill?
Are you sure you weren't trying to kill me instead?
No! I mean, yes. I just wanted to wake you up.
Whatever. So, what is it? You better have a good reason for waking me up.
Is it on fire too in here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah?
Big news. Your father, King Krachevskoy, has died.
He what? When?
Well, that was like the most apathetic
2 years ago.
deliverance of that 2 years ago.
Wait a second.
I like how the music, you know, dims a little bit there.
So, you're telling me that I've been sleeping for over 2 years?
Wait, that's the news that you're concerned about?
Yep.
Like how it dims again.
Yup. Why didn't you wake me up earlier?
Excuse me, but what do you think I've been doing all this time? The Netherworld has gone to hell while you were sleeping. It's not my fault if some other demon steals the title of Overlord.
What? Have they forgotten whose title they're trying to steal?
Oh?
How bold of them!
Oh, no laugh.
Shall show no mercy, for I am Laharl, the rightful heir to the throne!
There's the laugh. It's probably my favorite part of this entire game.
Your humble vassal Etna will accompany you.
Alright. And Etna has joined our party. So. Oh, yes.
Episode 1, Prince of the Netherworld.
La la la. I love that background music. We can actually examine the weapons here. A cool looking drill. A lovely morning star. Not a single round left. There's some on the floor, it looks like. A nice sword, but it's chipped. Alright, well let's go ahead and get out of here first of all because a new ally has joined our party. So in the PC version, we actually get, I don't know how you pronounce her name, plein air, I'm guessing. Anyway, she actually joins us as a party member. She originally looked over the Dark Assembly, but for whatever reason, we've recruited her. And she starts out with a gun and an Imperial Seal, which is really, really nice. Let's go ahead and activate this. Let's go ahead and press the switch. You're gonna wanna do that. There's a switch behind this. Press it. Let's talk to some people here. That's just like you, Prince, taking a 2-year nap. I only planned on napping for about 10 days. Something's not right. Let's talk to this guy over here. All the royal vassals left the castle shortly after the king died. Even with me still around? Well, you were sleeping. They must have forgotten about you. Oh well, looks like I wasted my time digging that grave for you. I'll put you in that grave instead. Alright, so first of all, there's a music shop here that's not active yet, so I'm not going to talk to that guy. Let's talk to this guy. In order to prevent intruders, I have closed all the gates. Please talk to the dimensional gatekeeper if you'd like to leave the castle. Yeah, well, whatever. You probably just didn't want to watch the gate. Good morning, Prince. How are you feeling? Couldn't be worse. My body feels really stiff from sleeping too much. Why don't you warm up on the tutorial map? Go see the dimensional gatekeeper and she'll send you there. Yeah, whatever. We'll get there. Let's talk to this Prinnie real quick. I feel a breeze, dude. This castle is getting old. So that guy has something important to say. We've got a talking spear down here. His eyebrows are weird. Is there a problem, Prince? I, Longinus, am at your service. Would you like to know about a weapon? So you can ask him about certain weapons here. I don't really care, all that honest. We're just gonna move on. And here's some tutorial stuff. So they're basically gonna talk a little bit about equipping stuff. I already know pretty much everything that we're gonna need to know, so whatever. And you can see here that what's-her-face has been replaced by a Prinnie here in a maid outfit. Whatever. This is the Netherworld Hospital. So basically, you can get prizes from recovering, and so you get treated here, and then you can claim prizes based on how much HP, SP, and how many deceased party members you've brought back. So that's important. So let's talk to Zami here. Eat, sleep, and do anything you want all day. It's so good to be a demon. Have you ever thought of working for me? Of course not. This is the item world. We are not open yet, as I said. And you've got two shops here. First of all, you've got the weapon shop. And there's some suitability stuff, as it says, yada 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 here. Weapon mastery, blardy blardy blardy. I'm gonna kind of ignore this for right now because it's really not all that important, but you can scroll through here. We're gonna want to get a sword breaker. Oh, there's a ton of sword breakers here. And nothing that I want. We're gonna want to get a specific sword breaker for our main character, Laharl. Well, this is a short sword, but I don't want this one. I actually want a sword breaker with the arms masters on it. And we'll talk more about that later for why we're gonna do that. It's important for how we're gonna be playing the game. And it makes things a little bit easier if you aim for arms masters rather than other things, but not always. Okay, so the other store here sells armor and items, healing items specifically, so, and stealing hands, which we don't need quite right now. And we're gonna wanna buy stuff later, but we don't have the money. Oh, and before we continue, if you talk to this skull here, you go up and just press A, there it is. Press that switch, and let's go ahead and head back out. And we're gonna wanna go over to where that breeze was. So if you go behind this Prinnie here, talk to the wall.
Prince, I'm going to the bathroom, okay?
Well, when we talk to the corner of the wall. And you wanna read these in each chapter. This is my secret chamber, only I know how to get in here. This is where my most precious memories were locked away. That I remember, but I can't remember what they were. When I try to remember, my heart aches. This pain is proof of how dear those memories are to me. I have to get them back. So you're gonna wanna do this. This unlocks something later. I don't wanna talk about it because it'll spoil it, so we're just not gonna worry about it. Just read it, and yeah, we'll get there much later. Okay, this is gonna tell us to save, but I'm gonna just ignore this for right now. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk to Miss Marl here. So this is the dimensional gatekeeper. As you can see the gate in the back. I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore pretty much everything here. And let's go ahead and do the battle basics. We're gonna do the story stuff, but you don't have to. You just use W to pass that.
Time for a little warm-up. I feel a little rusty.
Ah, Prince, we've got company. How convenient.
All right. We're on the battlefield now.
Stray demons, huh?
Allow me, Prince. You may be a little out of practice after your long
So she's going to show us how the battle basics
Don't worry,
work.
I came prepared. Come on,
Prinnie squad. Or not.
Get your butts out here! Now!
And here's the Prinnie squad. 1, 2, 3.
So, Prince, what do you think of this Prinnie squad I hired? They're my loyal servants. They'll do anything I say.
That one does ballet. That one trips on itself. And
Are
that
you
one
sure
makes
about
faces. I like this little story edition.
See? They're loyal.
This isn't new.
Does it make sense to beat up
But
your allies before
I just
battle?
love this.
Anyways, I think we've made those demons wait long enough
A
already.
little bit of a fourth wall breakage here, because, yeah, they're just standing there waiting for us to start the battle.
Hey, you're right. How nice of them to be so patient.
Yeah, that's
How do her
considerate
bangles
of
stay
them.
on her wrists?
To show my appreciation, I'll only beat them half to death.
Oh, you're so kind. If I were you, I'd beat them all the way to death.
Kind? Stop that! That word gives me goosebumps! Damn it! I take it back! I'm gonna beat them all the way to death!
He's still a kid, so quick-tempered. It looks like carrying out my plan will be a lot easier than I thought.
What plan?
You say something!
Oh, nothing at all. So, what are your orders, Prince? You do remember how to fight,
Okay, so
right?
she's going to show us how to fight here. So let's go ahead and get the basics of battle started here. Just in case you forgot, let me explain the basics of battle. Move the cursor over the base panel and press A to select the characters you wish to dispatch. There's some funny stuff that happens here, which is why I'm going to be reading through this. If you want to cancel an order to dispatch a character, move the cursor over the character and press S. For example, if you press S here, yes, I'm using a keyboard for this. I don't know if it's controller adaptable or not. You can cancel the action. Now let's issue a command to a dispatched character. First, move him or her next to an enemy. I'm not doing this, it's doing this. And select attack. You have now assigned an action, however, the character won't attack immediately. If you want to execute the actions that you've assigned, open the menu and select Execute or End Turn. In this case, let's pick Execute. See, that character attacked. Assign actions W execute. Remember this, you'll be using it a lot. If you assign actions to multiple characters, they will be executed in the order that you assign them. Be careful, you can't cancel actions once you've chosen to execute them. After you're done issuing commands, open the menu and end your turn. It will then be the enemy's turn. We're almost done here, don't worry. Ow! Ow! Why do I have to be the one to do this? I'm the next overlord, for crying out loud. That was an example of something not to do. Only an idiot would rush straight into the enemy alone. You made me do it! Characters killed in battle, like our prince here, can be revived by paying hell to the castle's hospital. If all of your dispatch characters are defeated, the game will be over. So the basic idea is to gang up on one character and beat the living daylights out of him, huh? Exactly, Prince. Remember to use your head next time. You're the one that told me to do it! Team attacks sometimes occur when allies are positioned next to attacking characters. If several characters attack the same enemy in a row, a combo will result and greater damage will be dealt. If you want to know more, press W and select Help from the menu. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead, it's gonna jump us into the battle here, and I'll explain what this means. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and just start with Laharl here, moving out, and we're gonna bring Etna and our, I think it's Plein I don't even know. And we're gonna have Laharl attack. Now you can see here there's a chance of a team attack. With Etna is 50% and with Plein it's 20%. So let's just go ahead and execute here. Oh, I was hoping that that would happen. Let's go ahead and pull Etna out here and have her attack this same guy, and let's see if it's really low chance of getting, oh yeah, we got it. And that's what a team attack looks like. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put her back in there for now. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be using her yet, and I do want to use her for team attacks, but I want my main characters to get the levels first, so we're gonna go ahead and try that out. Oh, well, that's nonsense. Oh, you go here. You go here. There we go. And no team attacks there at all. Alright, let's put him back and go ahead and see if we can get a team attack. Alright, with all three. That's what I was hoping to show off. Pretty simple. Like I said, we're gonna put her back for now. Now this guy's probably gonna go after Etna again. Not that much damage though. If, let's just say we do a team attack and we defeat it, everyone gets XP. Not just the main character that was doing the attacks. That's pretty useful. And it's actually what we want. It'll make leveling up a little bit easier, and that'll be really good. Alright, battle done. And we get 7 additional hit points, or XP points there. Let's go ahead. Oh, no, we're gonna exit here. Alright, so once we've done that, we can go ahead and go to the castle and heal. So as you can see here, Etna took some damage, and it's gonna cost her 13 health to heal her. Let's go ahead and do that. When we healed enough, we'll get some stuff. So you can see at the bottom here, it shows that we've healed. At the very bottom, it says HP 15, SP 4, and Deck 0. So we've healed 4 SP, 15 HP, and 0 of anything else. So that's very nice. Now, so I'm gonna not do any more tutorial battles today. Tomorrow I'll finish up the tutorials, but either now or in between episodes, I want to find a Swordsbreaker sword with some Arms Masters. So if you exit the shop and enter again, the swords will be, well, everything will be reset. And I want to get a Swordsbreaker for Laharl, and I want to get it with Arms Masters because what Arms Masters do is it increases the rate that the weapons mastery increases, and that's pretty important for various reasons. So basically, as your weapons mastery increases, really there's no swords in here at all right now. Basically what happens is you unlock new skills, and new skills are really, really useful for us. There's a bunch of different skills that we can learn. Some are based on level, but most of the ones we really care about are based on weapons mastery. And one of the things that's gonna happen is we're gonna be upgrading our characters later in the game. And, oh, there we go. We got an Arms Masters, a Gladiator, and a Sentry. If we go ahead and head back to the other screen, you can see that our attack is up, our defense is up, and our bonus is up. So the Arms Master increases our weapons mastery, our Gladiator increases our attack, and the Sentry increases the defense. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that. That's what I wanted. We're gonna go and exit out of here. Now let's go ahead and equip that on Laharl. And you can see here, our common sword, it looks like, what does it have on here? It has a marksman, a dietitian, and a gladiator. So the marksman ups hit, which doesn't really matter for the sword, and the dietitian increases the hit points. And quite frankly, I don't care about that too much. You might want to hold on to the weapons that you have because it might come in handy later if you're looking to get something off of it. So the, I don't know what to call these guys, these Arms Masters and stuff. If you want to take them off of there, you can go into the item world at a later point. We're not there yet, it's not unlocked. And you can move them to other weapons or armor, and that's, you know, really, really useful. We don't really want to do any of that right now. We just wanted to upgrade them Arms Masters. So if you want to take a look here real quick, you can see the Weapons Mastery is in the center part of the screen there. And that is going to increase a lot faster with some Arms Masters. And we don't have any skills yet, so that's important. Now, the weapons mastery on the right hand side of it, it's got like A's, C's, and B's on Laharl. Basically what that is the ranking with it. Like if you're an A, you're going to increase faster than like a B or a C. C, I don't know if it goes lower than a C, but C is bad. So we don't want to ever give Laharl a gun. He could use hand-to-hand spears, bow and arrows, which might be useful, quite frankly, if you're looking to get your archer unlocked, or axe. Let's see, Etna here, she is proficient in spears and axes. I'm not entirely sure if I want to keep her on spears or not, because I don't have anyone that we're going to be using axes on otherwise, and I kind of want to show those off. And then Plein Air here, she is efficient in let's see, hand-to-hand spears and guns. And these guys, the Prinnies, are monsters, so they can only use monster weapons, so it doesn't really matter. On the far right is the aptitude, and that basically has to do with the stuff you equip. So if you equip something for her that has defense on it, she only gets 80% of that defense increase, whereas like Etna or Laharl get 100% of it. But if you give her something with speed, that increases 150%, so that's pretty nice. Nothing that we really care about at the moment, so it's kind of whatever. And by the way, since we weren't able to show it at the beginning of the game, the old map textures look like this. They're fine, but I do like the cleanness of the new map textures, and some of the stuff looks really cool, so I figured I would stick with this over the old stuff. So that's going to be it for today. Next time we're going to go ahead and finish up the tutorial stuff, and maybe we'll get some more stuff because we'll probably have more hell then, I don't know. And we'll do some Dark Assembly stuff, so I'm very excited to see what you guys are thinking about this. Leave me a like if you're liking this series so far. If you're not liking it for whatever reason, leave me a dislike and tell me in the comments what you think about all of this. If you're new here and you're just joining us, go ahead and subscribe, and these will appear in your inbox while they're being created, or if we're already done with this, you'll be able to see any new series that are coming out. If you're interested in my streaming schedule or just getting updates elsewhere, I have a Twitter and Facebook account that are linked in the description below. So check that out, and I hope to see you guys next time when we continue on with this craziness.